Very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH 286, and this is Sunday here, Saturday if you're in America, Memorial Weekend. It is Sunday here, and a very miserable Sunday it is. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH 286, Patricia and David. It has been really, really blustery. It's been, I think we've got some of the weather that Gracie has talked about last night. It's just been squally, showery, bit of sunshine, more squalls. It's just been horrible all day. Currently it is dry, but doesn't look as if it will be dry for long. 16 degrees. We still have yet to light the fire, but it's getting close. 1010.6 on the bar. Southwest going south-southwest and about 90% cloud cover. There are bits of gaps, but it's looking very milky in the gaps. Anyway, that's our day. We've had our hobby this morning, which didn't go so well for me, but anyway, we enjoyed the day. We've got email results in from the boys on Gracias. Let me tell you where they are. 28 degrees, 09 south. Ooh, that's not a good example. 28 degrees, 09 south. 17601 east on a course of 015 true, 4.5 knots. And they have about 12 knots of, oh, this is interesting, southwest going south-southwest, same as here. 20% cloud cover, no rain there, however, 1016, and they're expecting to be in Minerva on Tuesday, about noon, and they've got a 1.5 metre southwest swell. Pagean, good evening to, oh, well, I can't say good evening to them, they don't have a radio. Michelle and Rich are at 2703. and 17927 east, 5 knots on a course of 017. That particular statistic is from the AIS. 12 knots of south-south winds. The wind have been dropping all day. 50%, no rain, 1016. And going to a completely different part of the ocean, Y2K have, who's still not copying us too well, they're coming down to Funafuti, where they'll be tomorrow late. They are currently at 6 degrees, 19 and 17752 east with 6.2 speed, 153 course with a very pleasant 9 knots of northeasterly. 1004, they're probably putting sweaters on because the temperature has dropped to 30 degrees. 75% relative humidity. I think it's still not conditions that we would enjoy. Okay, well, having said that, there is one boat I'd like to probably start with first. I know, Barry, you don't need to be first because you, even though you're a single-hander, you'll go with the group there. But Iron Maiden, are you on frequency, Margaret? Okay, I have you very, very light. I might need to get somebody. You're getting to be a bit close to me now. You are on the AIS, but it is a bit old. But you are definitely going to Whangarei. When I contacted Maritime Radio last night, I presume you've been in touch with them. They have notified Northland Coast Guard and Customs, so they're expecting you anywhere. I will confirm tonight that you will be going to Whangarei. Now, just stand by, Margaret. I'll just see. We have a very, very good signal from, let's see, Sugar Shack. Sugar Shack, do you copy Iron Maiden? Over?
Yes, I'm loud and clear.
Oh, fantastic. Would you mind picking up her position because Maritime do want it from me tonight? Christine, over?
Absolutely. So you want me to get the position report from Iron Maiden, correct?
Roger, roger.
Iron Maiden, do you copy Sugar Duck? Yes, please go ahead. very beginning. Can you give me your latitude and your distance to go? Wonderful, 112 nautical miles, 200 ahead. Can you give me your latitude, please?
How many miles to Whangarei Head?
I don't know.
Okay, let me read back what I have. I have you at 3 degrees, 57 minutes south, at 173 degrees, 56 minutes east. You are traveling about 4 knots. You have wind at 170. I'm assuming that's true. Let me know if that's not. Coming from the southwest. Southwest at 17 knots. You have 50% cloud coverage, and you have 112 miles to Whangarei Head.
112.
You're so very welcome. I hope that you guys are able to make your repairs and get back out again soon if that's your plan. That sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful. Is there anything else for you? Is all well on board? Okay, Patricia, Iron Maiden would like to have traffic with you after the net, or do you want me to do it now and relay with you now?
Actually, we'll wait till after the net. It might improve because I will struggle, but I'm hoping that you will stay on after the net. The only thing I haven't got, the distance to go, was that 192 or 112? Over?
That is 112, 112, 112, over.
Okay, that's what I wrote down. Thank you very much, and I will be relaying that to Maritime Radio. While you've got the, Margaret, if you could just stay on frequency, we won't be too long because there's not too many people on. So in about 15 minutes we'll get back to you. So Sugar Shack, it looks like you've slowed down a bit with the weather. Go ahead, Christine.
We lost the wind. It's totally gone. We've been motoring and slash motor sailing since last night. We just barely got a little bit of breeze to put out the gym, but it's been, it's a day. It's beautiful. Very calm, but very slow, which is a little frustrating. So our position is 24 degrees, 31 minutes south, 170 degrees, 51 minutes east. We are on a course of 347 true with a boat speed of 5.8 knots. Wind is, I'll get back to you on the wind in just a second. Okay, we have approximately 309 nautical miles to go to Vanuatu. And we have about 2 meters east coming from the southeast, and soon with our wind, we have about 8 knots of breeze coming from the southeast. Over.
Alrighty, we have Sugar Shack with only 309 miles to go to Port Resolution. 24 degrees, 31 south, 170, 51 east on a course of 347 true, 5.8 motor sailing. Wind is down. In fact, they've been doing that for overnight and today. 8 knots of south-southeast at the moment. And 2 meters south-southeast swell. Alright, well everything will be charged up anyway, Christine, over. Yep, got 309, so no problems there. Another couple of days.
Same wind tomorrow.
David says, unfortunately, the same wind tomorrow. So you better get used to the engine noise. Over.
I don't like that. I'm hoping that can improve, but you gotta hold out hope.
Yep, you do indeed. At least it's in a the right direction, but that makes it sort of worse when it's eight knots, doesn't it? Okay, well, thank you very much for the help with Iron Maiden.
It will pick up Tuesday.
Oh, he said it will pick up Tuesday, so there you go. You can hang out hope for Tuesday. Okay, we'll go to White Hawk, and I do struggle with John and Lynette as well, but let's see what we do. White Hawk, go ahead. Yep, I've got you, Lynette. It's just that little bit of distortion, but I think I can make it out okay. Go ahead. Well, you did want to rub that in, didn't you? It is warm. Well, finally, 2753 south, 17623 east. I think it's 004 true at 4 knots, 7 to 8 knots of southerly wind. I'm just checking with last night. And 1 meter southerly swell, 20% cloud cover, 1019er. And that sounds a pretty nice evening for you guys. Over.
Yeah, pretty nice as well. Just so there in the last few hours. Our course is 0452.
Okay, got that now. Correction, 045 true. That makes more sense. Okay.
About 10 knots out of the southwest
About
tomorrow.
10 knots out of the southwest tomorrow, says David. 10 knots out of the southwest. So a little bit, well, I'm not sure with that course. But anyway, that's what you'll get. So you will deal with it. All right, we'll clear with you. Presumably all is well on board. Some decent progress since I last looked. And I don't think I saw it this last night. But anyway, sounds good. All right, actually it is pretty good progress. Okay, clear with White Hawk. Let's go to first Freydis, then Moonfish, then Obsession. Freydis, Gulf Harbour.
Gulf Harbour, Freydis. High copy?
Oh, good copy from you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, St. David. Freydis is at position 29 degrees 52 minutes south, 177 degrees 46 minutes east. We have wind speed of about 15 knots from the southwest with a 1.5 meter swell, 50% cloud cover. We're on a heading of 008 true, doing a speed of about 6 knots. And we have a distance remaining to South Minerva of 394 nautical miles. Over.
Yeah, 394 to Minerva. Okay, so there's quite a few boats that will be looking at that weather. 2952 south for Freydis, 17746 east on a course of 008 true at 6 knots and 15 knots of southwest wind, so that's pretty decent. 1.5 swell, 50% cloud cover. So good progress for you guys. I presume all is well. Over.
Yeah, Romeo, the wind's been easing off quite a lot today. We were trucking along last night. We did another 190 nautical miles in the 24 hours up to 10:30 this morning, but it's eased right off today, so we slowed down. Before I sign off, can I just ask, because I can't hear White Hawk, if they want to try 4003 after this, please?
Okay, White Hawk, would you like to have traffic with Freydis after the net? 4003, because they can't copy you with the higher frequency. White Hawk, can you copy that?
White Hawk, and 4003?
4003, 4 megahertz, over. Okay, that sounds good, Paula. We'll certainly do that after the net, over.
Yeah, thanks, Patricia. Obviously.
Okay, let's go to Moonfish, Gulf Harbour. Ooh, sounds good. So, where are you, over?
Go ahead.
Yep, carry on with the rest of it.
Okay, we're good. So our heading is 3412. Our speed tone is 9.2 knots. We have 50% cloud cover, 10 knots from the south, and wind motor holding. We have 2 meters of south-southeast swell. Over.
Okay, we have Moonfish at 2840 south on their way to Port Resolution, 17553 east, on a course of 341 true at 9.2 knots motor sailing. There's 10 knots of southerly wind and 50% cloud cover with a 2 metre south-southeast swell. So it should be pretty comfortable on Moonfish, over.
It is comfortable. Just correction on our destination. Our destination is Windar Marina, La Coca, and our distance to that waypoint is 653. Over.
653. I don't know where I got the Point Resolution. I must have been looking underneath you for the original Iron Maiden. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've had such a disappointing day and my brain should be better focused on the boats, and that would have been better if I'd done that all day. All right, 653 to Wunda. So sounds like pretty good conditions for you. Okay, we'll clear with you and go to the next boat group, which is Obsession, Falado and Zelda. Now I know there's not much sense in those, but I was just writing them down quickly. In fact, I was a little bit late to the radio. I made the mistake of calling my cousin who's just come back from Kentucky, where we have family over there, and I was getting all of the news from Kentucky. It was really, really interesting. So I'm a bit late and boats have gone down, not in the areas that they are together. So David will growl at me shortly. Obsession, Gulf Harbour. Yeah, Lisa, I do copy you. It's a bit noisy on the radio tonight. Have you got a lot of staticky noise, over? Yeah, don't worry. Just give me your position and go slowly, because it's not good conditions for the radio tonight, over. Roger that. I have Obsession at 33 degrees 27 south, 174 degrees 51 east, on a course of 007 magnetic at 6.5 knots. Go ahead with the sea and wind conditions, over.
Conditions here, we've got 50% cloud cover, we've got 20 knots of west-west wind with a flow of about 2.5 meters from the southwest, and yeah, we could struggling with electronics this evening. We wondered if I could hear what David thinks will happen for the next 24 hours. Over.
Roger. He's just looking for the next 24 hours. You currently have west-southwest 20, 2.5 metre swell from the southwest, and 50% cloud cover. So let's have a look at what Obsession has got. and she is around the 33 going to say 31 south, heading for Fiji. Here is David.
Wait a second. Your RF is
Stand by
wrecked me.
because I am causing him strife on the computer. And the next boats will be Falado, Zelda, and Intrinsic. Falado, Zelda, and Intrinsic. Stand by.
Okay, tomorrow southwest. She won't hear me. Tomorrow at about noontime, it looks like about 10 knots, 10 out of the southwest. You're right in a very nice area of the high pressure system that is putting a nice ridge out throughout the southwest Pacific. So you're going to have that ridge for quite a few number of days. Unfortunately, the isobars are fairly wide apart. So that's Monday at about lunchtime, and moving you along a little bit. Looking at Tuesday, it changes considerably. The isobars come closer together, and I would say your wind is going to be in the neighborhood of 15 to maybe 17 out of the southwest. 15 to 17 out of the southwest. That's Tuesday. Over.
Okay, I'm going to repeat that for those boats that are around that area, and Obsession is at 33 and 17, we'll make it 175. So tomorrow the wind will lessen. Tomorrow it will be 10 knots from the southwest, but it will pick up a bit on Tuesday, 15 to 17 from the southwest. How copy, Lisa? Over.
Thank you for checking. Yeah, I've got that. Much appreciated. And hopefully tomorrow reception will be better. Over.
Yep, roger that. Okay, clear with Obsession, and let's go to Falado, Gulf Harbour. Oh, good evening, Cameron. Yeah, better conditions radio-wise from you. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're close to Tonga Tapu, about 25 nautical miles from the area channel, so we've slowed down deliberately. Our current position is 21 degrees, 22 minutes south, 175 degrees, 30 minutes west. We're going 3.5 to 4 knots, heading 015 degrees true. Wind direction is 150 degrees true. Wind speed of 14 knots. Over.
Okay, that'll be of interest to, there's one boat going to the Hapais from Tonga Tapu tomorrow, so they'll be interested. Falado is only got 25 miles to go, so they're really slowed down to come into Tonga Tapu tomorrow. 2922 south, 17530 west on a course of 015 true, 2.5 to 4 knots, and it's southeast wind of 14 knots. I would just make the comment, now don't take this to the bank, but the only place we have gone into in the evening is in fact Tonga Tapu. Well, no, that's cancel that because I'm thinking of Vavau. Cancel all of that. I will pass the microphone to David while I get my brain back in gear.
Well, we're going to do a little search for the brain. It's around here somewhere. Poor girl. Yeah, we target shoot on Sunday, and she didn't have a spectacular day, so she's a little bit upset about that. But anyhow, your winds tomorrow look like south to southeast, just what you've got today, 15 knots, maybe 10 to 15 knots. However, they could be rising up to about 20 knots, and this is coming from Tonga Met Service. That's tomorrow. And the boats that are going to Hapai, virtually the same thing. south to southeast 10 to 15, rising 20. Seas about 2 meters, a little bit less, but rising to 2 meters. That's tomorrow. And for Tuesday, for that boat that's going to the Hapais, well, you'll be in the Hapais at that point, but there is some wind. East to northeast winds 15 to 20, but rising 25 to 30 at times, and then becoming northwest in the afternoon, then shifting south to southeast in the evening. And moderate seas, they're looking at 3 meters. So that's Tuesday. There's a lot of wind shifts on Tuesday for the Hapais, Vavau as well. But Tonga Tapu, east to southeast 15 to 20, rising up to 25 knots, and rough seas, and they're looking at 3 meters for Tuesday. But you'll be in Tuesday. So anyway, that's the Tonga story. Here's the chief.
Okay, I presume you copied all that, over?
Yep, copy, thank you.
Okay, it's good to sort of compare with what you get on board. All right, yeah, just talking about Carrera, that's a pretty biggish boat, and of course they'll be going down the west side presumably. We did an overnight between Vavau and Hapais, so east to northeast 15 to 20 tomorrow sounds pretty good, even though it's 25 to 30 at times, because you'll be a little bit sheltered if you are reasonably close. Okay, but certainly tomorrow's better than Tuesday. Okay, let's go to Zelda, Gulf Harbour. I've got good copy on you tonight, Cheryl. Go ahead.
Zelda is standing by for a boat that has tracking for the lead in safety at color. I give you our position. 1 is 4 to south, 179 in west, and I repeat, we are standing by for another boat that has hit the reef. Over.
Standing by, and I just didn't quite catch the reason, but Zelda is 1842 south and 17526 west. So all good for you guys. Have a good night's sleep. Over.
No, not Thursday. Can somebody relay a message? Over.
Cheryl, please say again. I've got your position. I have your position, but you are standing by for something. Please repeat the reason you are standing by. Over.
There is the American vessel just died on the reef. It has hit the reef. Over.
Oh, roger that. Our boat has hit the reef. Okay.
Further?
Could you just describe, so I don't have to look it up, where exactly, just describe where you are. Over.
We are half a mile from the reef, standing by. Over.
Yeah, what reef? What reef are we talking about?
It's a submerged reef in the position I gave you. Over.
Okay, a submerged reef in the position 1842 and 17526 west. Is all well, however? Is all well? Over.
I'll give you the position again. Longitude was incorrect. Latitude 1842. South 17936 west. Over.
179 west.
Okay, we have 17936 west. Okay, we're just looking that up now.
And the latitude again?
And the latitude for David is 1842 south and 17936 west.
So they're in the Lao group.
So you are in the Lao group, somewhere, Is it you? Is it Zelda that is on the reef? Over.
Negative. Zelda is safe. All well on board. The boat on the reef is Thursday's child. Thursday's child. Over.
Okay, got that. Thank you, Cheryl. So Thursday's child, I have them on the AIS. Thursday's child is on the reef. What sort of damage? Do they have a problem with water on board, or is it going to be possible to pull them off the reef? Over. Zelda, could you advise, does Thursday's child need assistance? Do they need assistance? Over.
Yes, they do need assistance. CGRCC is trying to organize something, but it seems that the boat has had to turn back. So we have no knowledge how this will go forward. Over.
Okay, I have got that. Thank you very much. So Fiji Rescue Coordination do know about this, but at this stage you are not certain as to what is going to happen. The crew on Thursday's child, are they staying on board? Are they staying on board? Over.
They are still on board. We were waiting for a rescue boat, but that has turned back, and there is no alternative. We cannot help them. We can't do place to the reef. I have no knowledge further what to do. Over.
Roger. Thank you, Cheryl. It does not sound as if Thursday's child can take a anchor out and try and pull themselves off the reef, but I will talk to the RCC here and they can get in touch with Fiji and try and accelerate some assistance there. Thank you for the report, and is all well with you guys? Over.
We are all well on board.
So fresh winds out of the east.
There will be fresh winds out of the east tomorrow. Fresh easterly winds tomorrow. I take it you are not anchored. You are not anchored. Can you give me your position, please? Over.
We are not anchored. We are staying half a mile from the reef. The position I gave you is our location. Over.
Okay, got that. Thank you very much. So all clear now, all clear that is your position, and it's half a mile from the reef. Oh dear. All right, well thank you very much, and we will, as you know, everybody, you can get in touch with the RCC at any time, just using the emergency frequencies to go via maritime radio. And I will be at this end of the net talking to them, and they will talk to Fiji. It's really difficult dealing with Fiji on the weekend. I know that from a fact, as we have had to listen when we were cruising in the area to another situation that happened in the weekend. Okay, we're clear with Zelda. I'm going to go to Mackay, then Belina. Mackay, Barry, are you there? Over.
Roger, Trish. This is Mackay. How copy?
Yeah, I've got a lovely copy on you. It's a little difficult conditions tonight. How am I coming through? Over.
Yeah, you're 5'9" plus 10. Over.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Yeah, it's just some of the boats are bringing through a lot of noise with them, so I was wondering. Go ahead.
Okay, Roger. 2 degrees, 3 minutes south. 176 degrees, 5 minutes west. I've got a quarter silver ground and 62 degrees true. Currently doing 5.5 knots with a wind of 10 knots out of the southeast. Sea conditions 1 meter from the southwest. Sky conditions about 5%. Pretty clear tonight. Lavant 1020, a steady. All is well on Mackay tonight. Looking for arrival in Tonga.
Oh, good show. Tomorrow afternoon. Just writing that down. PM Tongatapu. You've done well this trip. But I am going to have to get you to repeat your latitude and longitude because it was cutting out on my feed from Kaio. But you're coming through brilliantly on my own system here. So if you could just repeat the latitude and longitude because the AIS is rather behind on your boat. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Okay. Latitude, longitude. My position again. 22 degrees, 31 minutes south, 176 degrees, 25 minutes west. Over.
Yep, I've got that. 2231 south, 17625 west on a course of 062 true. 5.5 knots, anticipating Tongatapu tomorrow afternoon. 10 knots of southeast, 1 metre southwest swell, 5% cloud cover, 1020. And definitely with those conditions and nothing wrong with the boat, all well on board. Well, that sounds really nice sailing. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Trish, it's been a fantastic day. A little bit slow most of the day, with winds below 10 knots, gusting off and on now up to 10 knots, and we're doing okay. I'd like to see if Falado would like to meet me at 8297 after the net. Over.
Okay, Falado, 8297, that's easy to find. After the net, please, Cameron, to have a chat to Barry on Mackay. Okay, I'll clear with Mackay. I don't know whether Bellina, are you on frequency? Bellina, Gulf Harbour.
Yeah, good Harbour Radio. Good evening. I'll copy.
Oh, very good evening, Benno, and hi to Marlene. Go ahead.
Yeah, my position 2204 south, 175, 12 west. We are on a course of 0502, speed 6 knots. The wind is 11 knots from the south to south-southeast. The seas are less than 2 meters, 20% cloud cover, and 1016 on the bar. And all went on board after a beautiful sailing day. Over.
Yeah, it does. I'm sure Bellina would like that. 2204 south, 17542 west on a course of 050 true, 6 knots, 11 knots from the south-southeast, and less than 2 metre swell, 20% cloud cover. Boy, we've forgotten what blue sky's like. 1016 sounds like a very, very nice day's sailing, and I guess you're smelling the barn too. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Behind us we see other islands where we passed very close today. Very nice islands, and yeah, we have 63 nautical miles to go. Over.
Yep, so nice arrival tomorrow before those strong winds start up the next day. So hopefully you'll be able to arrange to be somewhere nice and protected on Tuesday. Okay, we'll clear with Bellina. Now, I don't think...
Question.
Oh, David has a question.
Can you get that boat back? I want to know if they're on
Hang on.
Moala Reef.
Okay,
Moala.
Moala. David wants to know, and this is for Zelda. Zelda. We've just opened up our book here, and David wants to know if that reef that you are near, if that reef is Moala, Mike, Oscar, Alpha, Lima, Alpha. Is it Moala Reef? Over. Zelda, this is Gulf Harbour Radio. No, they'll be too busy with the boat, I would imagine. But yeah, it does look a bit of a nasty area to be. But that is very close to the position that they... Oh, no, it's not. It's there 175. Oh, sorry, 17936. Yeah, that does look as if it's the reef that we're talking about. Okay, I don't think Cape Providence is on. I'll just give a call to Samare, Gulf Harbour Radio. No, nothing from Connie. And is there anybody else? I think I have got everybody tonight. Gulf Harbour Radio standing by listening.
There's somebody.
Over.
I'm sorry, go ahead, that male voice.
Shanu, over.
Oh, it's not a male voice, it's Jonathan. Whereabouts are you guys, Jonathan?
Shanu is on passing Fiji to Fortuna. Stop on what distance, please, over.
Oh, it's a little bit hard. You've got a strange muffled voice. Say again where Shanu is, over.
On 15 degrees 30 minutes south, 178 degrees 59 minutes west, on a course of 0 to 5 at 6 knots, with 85 miles to run to Fortuna, over.
Oh, you're heading up to Fortuna. I was wondering where you were going. So Shanu is at 1530 south, 17859 west on a course of 025 true at 6 knots with 85 miles to go to Fortuna. So you're just going to chug along overnight and have a nice morning start. We have not been to Fortuna, but I've seen some lovely pictures. What are your current wind conditions, over?
My wind is east, southeast, 15, gusting 20 in schools. Sea space is east, northeasterly 2 meters with an 8-second period. 90% cloud cover. 1010 on the bar, falling. Over.
Any comments for him?
Yeah.
Okay, on that route to Fortuna, we have east, southeast 15, gusting 20 in the squalls. The swell is east, northeast 2 meters, but 8-second period, so not too bad. And a falling bar 1010 with 90% cloud cover. I'll just see if David's got any comments, but you've only got 85 miles to go. So will you be in the that area for a bit of time, Jonathan, over?
And negative. We will turn straight round and return to Fiji ETA Wednesday morning, over.
Roger that. So you're doing the old round trip from Fiji to Fortuna and back again. So coming back on basically ETA Wednesday morning. So there and back. I'll just see if David's got, is there anything dramatic? No, nothing dramatic, says he. So we'll talk to you again tomorrow night, Jonathan, over.
Oh, let's see.
Roger, over.
Okay, he just says stand by 1. He's just having a look here.
No, I was looking at the trough, Jonathan, that's running from the Solomons in the direction of Fortuna and then going on to Niue and so forth and so on. But it's broken where you are. I didn't catch what you said about the cloud cover.
I didn't say cloud cover.
But anyway, it does not look like that trough is really going to be of any problem to you looking at what I see tonight. So anyway, good luck on the rest of the cruise. Over.
What's the eastern end of Fiji looking like on Wednesday morning, please, over?
Eastern side of Fiji Wednesday morning.
You're talking eastern
he-
side, you're talking
Fiji.
about the Lao, or you're
No, Fiji. He's coming to Fortuna, then back again. Straight back.
regarding Fiji, are you coming in?
He is going to
I-
Fortuna in the morning, turning around and coming straight back to the eastern side of Fiji.
Yes.
So he wants the eastern
well-
side of Fiji Wednesday morning.
Yes, that could be the Lao, or it could be
just,
Vanua
no,
Lavu.
just
Oh,
east.
for
Okay, go ahead.
Holy woman. You are out of tune at the moment.
He has to check in.
Hang on, we're cogitating.
Yes, you will have to go into probably Savu Savu to check in. Is that correct? Over?
Roger.
Yeah, he was thinking that maybe you'd go down to the Lao, but you'd have to go into Savu Savu to check in.
What's the day?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Stand by.
Alrighty, not too bad at all on Wednesday. Light air, actually. Not much in the way of good sailing. Easterlies about 10 knots. Easterlies about 10. Let me just take a look here and see what that trough is doing. Hang on, Jonathan. Well, unfortunately, the trough has dropped. So it's quite possible that you are going to enjoy a little bit of that trough when you come in on Wednesday. In terms of how much rain, it's not too bad. There is thunderstorm activity, but not near Savu Savu. It's more to the southwest of that. And then off to the east, Mate, however you pronounce it, there's cloud and some thunderstorms there as well. Right up around Savu Savu, I see the possibility of thunderstorms, but they do not look very aggressive. Anyway, just be prepared for the possibility of at least scattered showers and that wind that we talked about. So that's the ticket. It'd be interesting to see what you actually do get. I'm just going to take a look at one other model. Yeah, it's quite possible that that wind, due to that trough dropping down, I think we're looking at southeast winds. I think you could scratch the east. I would say southeast winds, still about 10, but possibly higher in the squalls, if you have a squall. Jonathan, over. Well, are you there, Jonathan? Over.
Okay. Shanu, did you copy? Over? No, we've lost Shanu. Okay,
That
we'll
was a
clear with Shanu. Is there anybody else, or have I lost everybody completely?
Somebody wanted to do something at the end of the net.
I've lost everybody completely because I'm on a different frequency. Yeah, I seem to have lost people. I'm not sure. Jonathan, Shanu, did you copy David? Yeah, I've pretty much lost Shanu, so I know that you're there, Jonathan, but the signal for some reason has gone peculiar. Is there anybody else wanting copy with Gulf Harbour Radio? Please call. Okay, let's go back to Iron Maiden, Gulf Harbour. No, I am struggling here, and I wanted to, let me see, we've got a couple of things. Iron Maiden wanted contact with me, but they were quite light. Christine, are you still on frequency? Sugar Shack?
Oh, you're way off frequency.
Yeah, just stand by, everyone. I know what the problem Yeah, stand by. It's my fault at this end. For some reason, the RF changed me from upper sideband to lower sideband. Sugar Shack, how copy now?
We've got you loud and clear. I was just getting the data from Iron Maiden. So she was telling me she needs two things. The only thing I heard before you came on and checked on her was a weather report for Finger Ahead. And let me
Weather
go back
report.
to Iron Maiden to see what else she needed.
Okay, weather report for Iron Maiden for probably Tuesday. Could you give me?
Well, if I
to
have
be
a
on-
condition, I might be able to do that.
Sweetie,
Position.
I've got the position. They are currently at 33.57. Sorry, 33.57 and 173.56.
Just a minute.
Okay, so I'm not sure what was going on, but somebody was stepping on you again. So I know, one, you would like weather for Finger Ahead. Two, you're not sure if you can clear into or actually go into the marina at Marsden. If you want to see if they have an assist for you guys to clear in. Okay, so you'll anchor out first.
Iron Maiden cannot be
And then you wanted
173.
me to also ask Patricia if she could contact JRCC because you were unable to reach them on the frequency yesterday. Is that correct? I'm sorry, did you hear what I was repeating? Okay, so stand by Iron Maiden. Patricia, did you copy the three things that they need?
Yeah, we'll certainly give them. They are coming in tomorrow. If you could just confirm that. I thought it was going to be Tuesday, but if you could confirm their rough ETA at Whangarei Heads, they were. We have requested Coast Guard assistance when they come in, and all they'll have to do is contact Maritime Radio on VHF 16. So when they get close by, they can just make contact with VHF 16 to Maritime Radio and give them an update of their position. David will give you weather shortly, but it is better tomorrow. I'm not sure about anything else. I know they're going to Marsden, but they will be able to get assistance with the Coast Guard. But if that's not what they want, let me know. But there will be wind, according to David, of 15 knots, 15 from the southwest. How copy, Iron Maiden? Over.
Copy that, Iron Maiden. Patricia, she was able to hear you loud and clear. She will contact Maritime New Zealand on VHF 1616 once they get close, and they also heard the weather report. Over.
Roger that. And just because I'm not copying her, do they definitely want Coast Guard assistance? Well, I think they will, to get up the channel, but just confirm that they will get Coast Guard assistance. Is that correct? Over.
Copy that. Let me ask. Iron Maiden, are you requiring Coast Guard assistance to help you in? Patricia has already notified them, and they can assist you. Is that something you're interested in? Copy that. And do you have a very rough estimate of when you might arrive tomorrow? Okay, Patricia, so Iron Maiden is estimating that they're going to arrive tomorrow quite late, so they're going to anchor out. They will contact maritime on channel 16, Coast Guard on VH16, and they'll make a plan for when they can come in. And she said she would obviously listen to what the Coast Guard had to say with regards to assist, but I think that they will need it. Over.
Roger that, and I just want to repeat that they will need to be very clear with that maritime radio because of the fact that you are not normally allowed to just anchor before you check in. Oh, sorry about this. This is our emergency test going on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Hopefully it's not too loud through the radio. But they will need to make sure that maritime radio know that they will be anchoring because they will be arriving quite late and they need to approve it with customs. Is that clear, Iron Maiden? Over. Yours, Christine.
Okay, yes, Iron Maiden is completely aware and understands what you just said. I'm assuming before they drop the hook, they will contact the Coast Guard and Maritime New Zealand just to ensure that that is okay.
Roger that. They will just contact Maritime Radio and Maritime will be liaising with Coast Guard and Customs. So they're all ready for them. No problem at all. So it sounds like they've actually done pretty well actually to get as far as they have at the moment. So all good there. Well done, Margaret and crew. So thank you very much, Christine, for your help. Now, there was something else I've scrawled. I've got so many notes here today. I know that Mackay wanted... Oh, you... Sorry, was there... Somebody wanted contact with somebody, and I can't work out who it is. Come now.
Yeah, it's Mackay for Falado on 8297.
Roger that. Falado and Mackay now switching to 8297. Is there anybody else with anything for us? Oh, there's a very, very, very light call. Can anybody assist me with knowing who that is? Go ahead, Christine.
So there were two boats. One was a gentleman, and I didn't catch his boat name because another boat, a woman named Alua. Alua is trying to call in a radio check. Alua, go ahead. You copy Sugar Shack.
Boy, that's impossible.
Okay, well, for us, you're pretty light, but for Gulf Harbour, you're really, really light. But we do hear you. Is there anything that we can do to assist you? Okay, copy that. You are coming in clear. Patricia, that was Alula, who was just trying to get a radio check. Over.
Okay, Alula, without Christine's help, I wouldn't know who you are and I would not be able to understand what you are saying. So I'm not sure what your current position is, but very, very light with me. But Christine has got you light, but certainly you would need more oomph to get through to me. So keep working on that radio. And the other boat, the male voice, if you could call again and Christine will relay. Go ahead. Oh, goodness.
I'm so sorry. I can hear a male voice, but it's really, really light and I can't copy it. Over.
Okay, all I got was a roger that, and it was very, very, very light. So that's another radio that will need some attention. Thank you very much, Christine. Boy, we're really making you work on this passage, aren't we? Just as well your conditions are light as well. I'm amazed that you can copy me with the engine on. Okay, have a good night, and everybody else have a good night. This is Gulf Harbour Radio. One final call. Nothing heard, so we'll leave you all in peace. The frequency is now available for use. thank you very much. And we have Craig Latham here for Iron Maiden. So good evening to you, Craig. And Margaret, I just make one final call for Iron Maiden. Are you still on frequency? No, nothing heard. So I think all is well there. They're doing exceptionally well. Cheers, everybody. We're clear. Lordy. How did that go to there? I have no idea.
I don't know. Jesus. Sounds like something's blowing up.
It's Thursday's Child American boat on the reef. You can give me a bit more information about that before we talk to Misai. Hang on.
Well, repeat that position.
Okay, 368.
No.
No, I'm just writing down the Misai number. 14 meters. All right. So, it is half a mile from 1842 south and 17936 west.
17946.
36.